Good afternoon. Happy Sunday and welcome to this beautiful sunny Sunday in Texas. I don't know where you are, but right now in Texas it's gorgeous. Let me go ahead and do a quick introduction and get the introduction out of the way. Hi Bonnie. Hi Cindy. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. Hi Lisa. Thank you for sharing, Bonnie. For those of you that are live, if you've not watched before or if you're watching the replay, let me just do a quick introduction. Thank you for sharing, Lisa. Hey, Sherry. My name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I am an independent demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area. And I am here every Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. to show you how to use Stampin' Up! Products to make different cards, show you techniques, do projects and whatnot. I don't know if that message popped across the screen, but hi Veronica, hi Karen. And then on Wednesday nights, I am, cold and snowy in Wisconsin. Oh no, it is like 70-ish degrees here in Texas. It's perfect. I wish it would stay this way, but it won't. Tomorrow it could be freezing. We never know. But, and on Wednesday nights, I do 12 by 12 page layouts. So if you're interested in learning how to use Stampin' Up! Supplies to make your page layouts, then you can join me on Wednesday nights. But if you've never heard of Stampin' Up!, we are a paper crafting company, and we cater to all different levels of crafters, no matter what level you are. If you've never heard of it, you dibble dabble in it, or maybe even you're an avid stamper or even a demonstrator. We have pretty much anything you can think about. And our main focus is coordination between all of the products, whether it's cardstock, designer series paper, ribbon, accessories. There's just a vast amount of products that are available individually, as bundles, suites, kits. Like I said, we have a lot of stuff in our catalog. And if you don't have a catalog and you need one, just let me know. We have an annual catalog right now, and then we also have a January to June mini catalog, and then we also are in our celebration period as well. So lots of variety in the Stampin' Up! World. So let's go ahead and get started, because today, because it's close to the beginning of the month, which tomorrow's the 1st, and you know, every single month I have an online ordering special that when you place $25 or more on my website, you get the free kit for the month. And so what I'm going to do today is go ahead and do the demonstrations for the February monthly kit in the mail, which also corresponds to the monthly class. So if you take the monthly class, you actually make these products in the class. And it's also available in a live version, and it's also available to go as well. But this particular kit that we're going to be doing today, you can actually get for free just by placing an order, a minimum order of $25 before tax and shipping, directly on my website. So, and it's super cute. I decided to go ahead and break out one of the bundles that's in the mini catalog, but that also has a bundle that coordinates with celebration, y'all. It's going to be super, super cute. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's give away a prize from last week and go ahead and get started, because I know that I've got 4 things to do today. And when y'all point the camera down, y'all are going to be laughing at me, because I'm going to show you. Let's get this flipped. Let's get this flipped. All right. Let me pull this up a little bit, and then that way I can hopefully see comments at the same time. So if I miss you after I get started, I will swing back around and acknowledge you at a later date. So let me just remind you, this is the last day for the January kit special, which you'll get a cut kit to make these 4 cards. And oh, there's that rogue. I thought I took that off last week, but I didn't. It's a rogue glue dot. But anyway, that's the free kit for January. And let me go ahead and show you guys. Let me bring the light up a little bit more over here. Y'all are going to laugh at me. because about 10 minutes. Okay, let's just say this. Hi, Cindy. Okay, let's just say this, you guys. Don't try to do your nails like an hour before the video, before a live video, trying to touch them up or whatever. I tried and totally failed about 10 minutes before the video, and I was like, all right, I give up. But check out my thumbnail. I did this trying to put my phone trying to put my phone on this holder before I got started. So like totally clearly it wasn't dry. So if you're watching this video, that is my my nail art for today, because I thought it would be smart to try to touch up my nails an hour before, and yeah, that it wasn't dry enough. So, but hey, let's give away a prize. Y'all remember last week we did this little cute 4x4 travertine tile using the same suite, which is the I think it's the Forever and Always. Let me double check. It's Forever and Always, Love You Always. I don't know. It's all about love and always. Let's see. It is Forever and Always. Okay, good. Ooh, now they got that clear. So let's give away this tile from last week. And I'm going to have I'm going to have to really, when somebody wins this, I'm going to have to really put it in a nice package that will not break that. So let's see. By the way, you get on this wheel when you like, comment, and you share my videos. And when you share, you get entered twice. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Darla, I don't know if you're watching. Sherry says, put a gem on the spot. You know what? I might bling up my finger too. Watch. Darla, you won. I don't know if you're watching right now. I didn't see if you were on, but if Darla is on, you won this little tile. Oh my goodness. How lucky. So let me put this aside before I go breaking it, before I give it to Darla. Oh, I see what Sherry meant. Let's do this, Sherry. Let's put an opal round on it. Let's cover it up. Because what do we do when we make a boo-boo? We just cover things up. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. I think I just started a trend. Thanks, Sherry. That's kind of cool now. All right, now let's get this out of the way. All right, let's do this. Let's just start in the catalog here. If you have your January to June mini catalog, if you take a look on page 44, hi Joyce, we are going to be working with this sweet strawberry bundle. Is that not cute? And one of the cards that we're going to be doing is actually we're going to be replicating this one right here, but the bundle, it has a coordinating punch, and it has this stamp set. It's photopolymer, which is nice. We love photopolymer stamp sets. And then it has this coordinating strawberry builder punch. But if you are familiar with Celebration, which is our promo right now, so you order for every $50 that you order, you get to choose something free from our January to February Celebration catalog. Or if your order is $100, you can actually choose the Berry Blessings bundle, which includes the stamp set and also includes, I'm not going to bring the whole package of paper, but it includes a full 12 by 12 package of designer series paper. And look at all of these little gorgeous bright colors that were just ready for the springtime. And then these are just little punch outs of cardstock that coordinate with the colors. So we're going to be doing 3 cards and a little project today. And then I've got another designer series paper that's free, but I'll show it to you whenever we get to that point. But the strawberry bundle is $32.25. And the celebration bundle, Berry Blessings, that coordinates with this is free with a $100 purchase. So let's put this aside. And let's look at the first project we're going to do today, which is this cute little box. These are the Love You, the treat boxes. Let me look at the page that it's on. Let's see. Yeah, it's the Love You Always treat boxes, and you get 10 boxes for $9. But let me put this aside just for now because I have everything kind of already cut and ready. And before we get started, I wanted to show, where'd it go? There it is. So basically for February, everything that I'm doing today is part of the February online ordering special. So starting tomorrow, there'll be a different host code. And then when you watch the video, you'll see the different code, and then you'll see a different QR code that you can scan in while you're watching. But I want to just show you that this is one of the cut kits that you'll get. So when you get the monthly specials, everything is already cut for you, die cut for you. This is kind of weird because there's some stamping going on there, but I'm going to include the die cuts in case somebody's feeling lucky as far as the photopolymer and stamping right on it. But I'll also include a scrap piece of paper so that if you do have the stamp set and the punch, you can do it and you just have these extra pieces. But you can see everything is already die cut for you. The only thing that's not done, there's your ribbon, there's even the accessories. It's die cut for you, cut. And then for this first project, you even get one of the treat boxes. So that's like the fourth thing. So this is a full kit for the month of February. So just know that. And then there's also envelopes that are part of that as well. So let's go ahead and put together this little box right here. So I've got most of the supplies already. I'm just going to use the kit contents here since everything's already cut. And okay, so let's put the box together first. I don't know, you've probably seen the box put together, but when you pull these little treat boxes out, they pretty much look like this. This part's been folded, and then you have this piece right here that's folded, and this actually is the easiest one to put together. There you go. There's the top right there. That's the part that just slides over the box. It's already, once you put it together. So that's easy. You just pop that out. This one right here, I'm hoping that you can see everything, but what we're gonna do is this box, you can certainly use your bone folder if you want to crease the edges a little more, but everywhere where there is a score, you want to fold into the score. So let's do that. Okay, and let me make sure I got all of them. And then there's only a few exceptions. So when you have it out like this, all your tabs on the outside are going to be folded in the opposite direction. So that one you want to fold back. That one you want to fold back. This one you want to fold back. And then this one right here, you want to fold back. Okay, so now you have everything. I think everything's folded on the score lines. So now we're going to put this together, and wish me luck with my hands. So let's squeeze this together because we want these tabs. It's kind of awkward there. Let me pull that off to the side just so that y'all can see what I'm doing. There we go. So pull your tabs together right there, and then this piece, fold it over and do the same thing with the other side. Just fold that over. And then this piece right here, the shorter end of the stick, fold that one down. And you'll see things start to come to shape. There is no adhesive whatsoever that you use on this box. So this is perfect. And then this last piece, just fold that in. And I don't know if you can see that little bitty nick right there, but that will niche into the other piece that was down before that. And so now you have your box put together. And then you have this piece that just slides into it. Let's see. There we go. And it's a pretty tight fit, which is good. So you don't have to worry about contents falling out or anything like that. So now we have our box put together. And I am using this particular sheet of Designer Series paper. And this is the free paper that you get. It's one of the sheets that has 2 designs on both sides. And this piece of paper is 4 1/8 inch wide by 9 1/2 inches long, and I have scored it at, let me see, 1 7/8 inch, 3 1/2 inch, 6 1/4 inch, and 7 3/4 inch. And this literally, guys, just makes it so much easier when it comes to wrapping it around. You could certainly take your piece of cardstock, just make sure you're doing it on the back side where those pieces come together. You could certainly take your piece of cardstock and just wrap it around, and as you wrap it around, you know, really press on the corners. But for this one, I went ahead and just scored it. That way I know these are nice sharp corners. And so let's put some adhesive on this part right here so that these 2 pieces that come together will stick. There we go. Yeah, I'll make sure that's my back side. So this is the side that I'm going to be decorating. And I am using the Ornate Layers dies, and I decided to use this one. And let me make sure, yeah, I got everything blocked already. I'm going to be stamping that one in, let's do, I think I did, yeah, I did Granny Apple Green. Let's do that one in Granny Apple Green. And we're just going to stamp thank you. And you guys, these are really large boxes. Let me stamp this and then I will, there we go. And that's all the stamping that I'm going to do, because the other piece, this little leaf right here that comes from Berry Blessings, I went ahead and stamped it and did the stamp off technique to get a lighter color on the inside, but I stamped this one in Garden Green and then I manually cut it out. And so let's put this piece down first. So this actually is the opposite side of that Designer Series paper. So I wanted some contrast to that. So I'm going to put this down. So just get some adhesive there. And let's just put this in the center. Okay, and then this little stamped greeting, we're going to put that one kind of off to the side a little bit where it overlaps the edge of that. Just because I'm going to have ribbon on the other side. And then just peel your little adhesive backing off your dimensional and put that in the corner. Okay. And then I have these opal rounds. I'm going to do the ribbon last. And let's just throw some of those on there. They're really cute. I think I put 3 of them on there, but let's just put 2. No, there's only 3. No, there's 2. No. There's 3, but I put the wrong one down right here. I forgot. I have one on my... Ooh. Let's take that one off. I'm going to re-put that one on the ribbon. This one goes, the small one goes right there. Okay, so let's do that one. And then as far as the ribbon, I am using the Polka Dot Tool ribbon. And I already have a piece that's cut. I didn't measure this one, but if I had to guess, it seems like it's about 18 inches long. I just want to make sure that it's flat on the back. And let me make sure it's even when I pull it up. There we go. I'm just going to make a bow right here on the side. And if you need your reversible tweezers, you can, but the tulle ribbon does really, really well when you pull it together and it's in a knot. It really does really well. And then whatever ribbon is left, now you can certainly adjust it because it's just on there really, really loose. So whatever you need, if you need to trim your ribbon, you can just trim your ribbon if it's too long. But that's kind of cute, kind of long that way. And then I ended up putting, just so to make sure it would stick, I actually put a glue dot. It has adhesive on the back of the opal rounds, but I actually put a glue dot on the back so that it would really, really stick to that ribbon. So there you go. That is project number 1 for the February kit. You like? Thanks, Jackie. Thanks for sharing, Susan. So let's put that aside, but that is project number 1. And then we have this card right here, really nice and simple. It is, this one just says, "That was so sweet of you." And like I said, everything is already cut for you. So let's get all this out and put this one together. So we have a basic white card base here. This one really is super simple, you guys. And then we have a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of garden green. And then we also have some of that free designer series paper. And we're going to be using the plaid side. So we're going to put the adhesive on this back side. And I'm not putting this down just yet because I have some ribbon that I need to put down. So when you put your ribbon down, just put a little adhesive on the back side wherever you're going to put it, and then stretch it over. Make sure it catches on the back. See? And then you can go ahead and finish putting your adhesive along the back. If this runs out, I've got adhesive ready to go off to the side. So we're going to mount that in the middle. Show a little bit of that basic white all the way around. And then I did use the new double oval punch that's in the mini catalog, and I punched out one of the scallop pieces with basic black, and then one of the smaller oval pieces with basic white. And then we're going to be stamping that in Poppy Parade. We'll finish the ribbon here in a moment. And we're going to stamp "That was so sweet of you" on this one. And this is the whole reason I love photopolymer stamps, because you can tell exactly where you're going to be stamping. So there you go. And let's get some adhesive on the back of that and center it. Let's make sure that we're putting it on the smooth side and not the rough side. Okay. And then let's add a dimensional. We'll just put one in the middle, and then we'll stick that there in the middle. Okay. And then let me get my scrap of white. I'm not going to use the scraps that were in the kit, but we're going to stamp our strawberries. But we're going to stamp the strawberries with Memento ink. So let me clean my stamp, because I used Poppy Parade on it last. Oops, I just did it again. I want some definition with my strawberry, so I'm going to stamp it, and I'm going to stamp it upside down and close to the end, and I'm going to show you why. So there's one, and then there's two. Just cleaning my stamp, and then I'm going to take the solid one, ink that up, and then you can tell exactly where, let me move that up a little bit, you can tell exactly where you're going to be stamping. I'm not stamping off, I'm stamping this in a full strength Poppy Parade. So I love this darker color of Poppy Parade. I know there's a trick to stamping and punching at the same time, but I'm just going to punch them separately. And let's cover this up because we're done with that. But now what I want is, I need, make sure I got the right ones here. Yeah, my little leaves. And we're going to do those in garden green. And this is why. Because when the punch is turned upside down and I go to punch it, if I had done this before, I would have punched this on a piece of paper and then just stamped over the images backwards so that when I punched it, it would punch at the same time, but I didn't do that. I'm doing it the hard way. Okay, so let me do my little leaves, the outlines of the leaves, and then for the inside, I'm going to ink it up, but I am stamping it off, and then I'm going to stamp over the images that I just did, and that gives it a little color on the inside, but it's not so dark because I want those lines to be very visible. Okay. And then let's do this because I know it's going to want to cut above that. Just going to cut these pieces out since that's a really good scrap that I can use. Okay. And get this punched out. That one. Also, when you stamp, you don't want to stamp too close because you see how it wants to punch out that piece there. So let's stamp this. Yeah, it kind of wastes a lot when you can be creative about it though. There is a way to stamp it where you have really minimal waste, but I'm not doing that right now. So you have a lot of these little pieces of white that are everywhere. Okay, so let's put these together. We're going to put a dimensional, and we're going to put him right there, and then get a dimensional on the back of this one. Put this one over here, kind of off to the side. And then with a glue dot, we're going to put a glue dot on this one, and then just stick it to that top part of the strawberry. And same thing with the other one. Glue dot and make sure it's attached to that first part of the strawberry. And then this last little ribbon, it's kind of a small piece. Let me get a bigger piece. I want a bigger ribbon. Let me make a bigger ribbon here. I don't know what I was thinking. That would have been a really, really small ribbon. Okay, and then you can adjust your tails. Okay, and let me get some glue dots on the back of this so that that sticks right in there. I'm going to pinch this. I probably should have pulled it a little bit more tight, but we're going to pinch that. There we go. And there is card number 2. It's the color, Susan. It's this Poppy Parade color that just makes them pop. And I'm going to do one where the strawberry is stamped off too, so it gives it just a little bit of a lighter version. So there you go. There's card number 2. Nice and simple. Okay. Now let's do, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Let me just show you. I won't do it, but I'll show you. On this card right here, I did do, in the kit there will be an envelope and another piece of designer series paper, but I did do a coordinating envelope. I just put it on the flap. So that's basically that one right there. But I did do an envelope. I did do it for everything except the cards. So just know that you will have an envelope and a piece of designer series paper that you can put on. And I'll do one of them. I'll do this next one so that you can see how I put it on. Okay? So let's put that aside. And then let's do this one. And then there's another envelope that I did using the Oso Ombre paper that goes with this right here. So let me get all of that out. And this is Poppy Parade. It's a really nice, bright color that's perfect for strawberries when they are just ready to eat. Okay, so there's my Poppy Parade card base. And because it's not a light card base, I'm going to put a piece of basic white on the inside. And just remember, if you're making this card and you want something to be stamped on the inside, then you want to stamp it before you put it down, unless you're feeling pretty confident that you're not going to mess up. Then you can stamp it after you do it, but the suggestion is to stamp before you go putting it down. Okay, so then now we have a piece of basic black. And then we also have the Oso Ombre paper. And this paper, let me show you all of the papers that come in that pack. This is another pack of designer series paper that you can get for free during celebration. And we're using the Granny Apple Green color. Okay? I had to turn my heater off. I'm getting hot. Ooh. Let me turn my ceiling fan on real quick. It was starting to get warm in here, you guys. Whew. Okay. Now, with the little box, this piece right here that was die cut and put down, I used the Stitch So Sweetly dies. So that's what I used when I die cut that first piece, and that's what I also used to do this piece as well. And so let's get this down. I love the transition of this dark color to the lighter color. And let's just center that. And this piece of basic black is not the traditional 4 by 5 1/4 size that we use. I wanted to show more of that Poppy Parade. So let's get that in the center. Okay, there we go. And then I have one of the die cuts from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, and we're going to be stamping Happy Birthday, You Sweet Thing, in Memento ink. Make sure I get in the middle. Hopefully that'll be perfect when this goes down. That'll work. Okay. Now I need to keep that out. But let's go ahead and put this down first. So I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back. And go ahead and stick that down in the middle. Okay. And then I also have 3 more strawberries that I need to stamp. Let me move this up a little bit. Okay. And then we're done with Memento ink, and we need our Poppy Parade back. Stamp over. I'm going to do one of them where I stamp off. So basically when you stamp off, you stamp the ink, and then you just take that same stamp and stamp over your next image, and then whatever ink is left on your stamp, it just stamps a lighter image. So you can see the variation with the Poppy Parade when it's full strength versus when it's stamped off. Okay, it gets messy here really quick, you guys. I'm gonna stamp Garden Green. I probably should have gone ahead and done these. I wasn't thinking. Okay, let's stamp off. Since you've seen me do this part already. There we go. Okay. And I don't know why the video seems to look a little choppy. I really don't. Oh, you know what? I did it too. Let's do this. Let me do this one first, because I noticed it was about to punch part of this strawberry. It almost did that one too. Let's see if I can save that one. I don't like that. I'm gonna have to do this. The next time I do this, I'm gonna have to actually do it the way that I intended to do it, with stamping them in the right direction first and then using this punch to stamp both of them out at the same time, just to save some time. Okay. That, and then last one. Ugh. You can see how tricky this can be when you're trying to line up your stamps and your punches. Okay. So let's bring that back. And I'm going to put this one down first. And then let's put the lighter one down next. And then this last one, which that's the one that has the little nick in it. I don't like that. Let's see if I can cut that out. That was just way too obvious. I'll give away the good card, and I'll leave this one as my sample. Okay, so now let's put the little tops on. Hope you guys are all enjoying your Sunday afternoon, wherever you are. And if it's cold wherever you are, I hope that you are... Where'd my third one go? That you're staying warm. I only did 2. Why did I only do 2? I don't know why I just did 2, you guys. Probably because my mind was still on the 2 from the previous one. Who knows? Who knows? Y'all are probably watching, you're like, you only did 2. You only did 2, Barbara. There we go. That's good enough. Okay, so let's get that one punched. Line that up. Doing these upside down makes it really, really easy to see exactly where you're going to be punching. Okay. And then the last little bit is we're going to put some of the opal rounds on, just randomly. Throw one up there. We'll throw one, if I can get it. Doesn't have to be that difficult, but these things, if I use the other side, I used the other side earlier, which is basically this side that's supposed to help. And I think this side is running out, but there we go. The other side of your Take Your Pick tool has a little bit of adhesive, but it's not really adhesive. It's like a, I don't know, it just helps pick up stuff. It's like a, I don't know. It's sticky, but it's not sticky, if that makes any sense. Okay, and then let's do, that's the card. And so let me show you how I put on the envelope. Okay, so we have our envelope, and I'm gonna put adhesive on the back here. I'm just gonna run adhesive along the edges. You wanna make sure that you do have adhesive around the edges really, really good. You could certainly use glue if you needed to use glue, but we're just gonna butt this up against where that fold is in the envelope. Get that down, and then take your paper snips. We don't have the envelope dies anymore that were in this last catalog. Those sadly retired, which I really like those. There were several envelope sizes, but this is a way you can do it without having to need a die. Okay. All right, there we go. So there's that. So this is the sample that I made, and then this is the sample that we just did, and then also how I did the coordinating envelope. Just something simple. And let me see. Look what I did on the inside. I didn't do it on this one, and I'll go back and do it, but on the inside of this one, I did do a strawberry, another strawberry, with another leaf, a die-cut leaf on top. Okay, so there's card number 3. And then the last one is this one. And let me show you, let me go back to the catalog and show you that I wanted to do something that was in the catalog too. And this is the one that we're going to be doing. I liked that one, so I was like, let's do that one. It's actually easier than you think. Okay, so let's put that aside and bring our supplies out. Just using everything that I already cut. There we go. Now this color is, I didn't mean to drop that. Where'd it go? Is Granny Apple Green. So our card base is Granny Apple Green. All right, and then I do have an insert on the inside, a piece of basic white. Let's get that down. There's all the pieces that I cut for part of that kit. They're everywhere now. I'm going to end up throwing those away just because it is easier to stamp and then punch later. Okay. And then I have a piece of Granny Apple Green that has been die cut using the one of the Ornate Layers dies. And then I have this piece of basic white that also has been die cut using the rectangle stitched framelit dies. And we're going to be stamping on this. So let me get rid of all these little pieces here that are really bothering me. There we go. Okay, so we're going to stamp on this one in Granny Apple Green. And we're using this particular stamp, but I'm stamping off because I want it to be a lighter image. And then stamp off. And then we go. And then we are done with Granny Apple Green. And then I thought I had those already out. What'd I do with that? Oh, this is for my piece to stamp with. I'm going to use scraps for the little flowers. Okay, so in Poppy Parade, where's my That Is So Sweet of You? We're going to stamp That Is So Sweet of You again. You can certainly use any sentiment that you want to use. And I'm going to use the triple banner, the banner triple punch, in order to get a little banner edge to that. Let's see. I'm going to do a little bit more. And if you're not sure where you're going to be punching, you can always flip it over on the back and see where you're going to be punching. But I want that to be a little bit more. That'll work. Okay, let's do our little flowers. So we're going to stamp the flowers in Mango Melody. I can get this open. There we go. Let's stamp. We're going to do 6 of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me stamp this one over. What is under there? Something's under there. What is that? Something's under there that's not letting me stamp. There we go. Okay. I don't want that one, or that one. Okay. And then this other one will help color on the inside. And I'm stamping off. When I do those, my finger just went into my ink pad. I don't know if y'all saw that from that angle that you're watching. I felt the tip of my finger hit that ink pad. Okay, get that one lined up. And then I got one more. Let's see. Yeah, hit the other side. Okay, so now we're done with Mango Melody. And let's punch these out. I'm going to have a hard time punching these out the way I just did this. Totally showing you like the long way here. Okay, so let's get that in. Try to line that up pretty good. Okay. So when you stamp these, you want to make sure you don't stamp too close to the other ones. Let's get that lined up. And then just be prepared to have lots of little bitty punched scraps everywhere. Oh, I don't know if y'all heard that, but somebody's going vroom vroom down the other street. Okay. Let me go ahead and stamp, while I have this out, let me go ahead and stamp the strawberries again, but this time we're not going to stamp the outside in Memento ink. We're going to stamp just in Poppy Parade, but let me clean. Okay, so we're going to do 3, and we're going to do the outline in Poppy Parade, and then we're also going to do the filler part, this part, in Poppy Parade as well. And hopefully I didn't stamp those too close together. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I'm actually going to show y'all if I have some time, and I remember I'm going to show you the part that I was talking about when it comes to stamping these, and that way you can stamp the strawberry and the leaf at the same time. I will show you. I knew that was going to happen. That's why you can't stamp them too close together. All right, let's try this again. One more time. Let's stamp this one at the end. That way we know it's not going to cut into something else. Okay. And then garden green. I wasn't thinking, you guys, I could have cut these out already and only showed you how to do them one time. But thank you for sticking with me. Let's do a third one. Let's stamp off, stamp on, stamp off. Okay, and then the last one. And that's the last one, because this is the last card that we're doing. Okay, so let's see how. And hopefully I didn't stamp those too close together. Okay, we got that one. Got that one. And that one. Y'all should see the side of my desk over here. It is like Scrap City. Okay, so now we have this piece. Let's go ahead and put this on this piece of Granny Apple Green. Okay, so we're going to get that on. We're just going to center that. So basically, when you're making your cards, it does help to have everything already die cut, stamped, so that when you get to that last part, you can just put everything together. So that's what we're doing here. And let's go ahead so that I can kind of help control the pieces that are left here. Let's go ahead and put this on as well, our front. Oops, that just totally tore the paper there. With the Seal Plus, you have to be super careful, because if you press down too hard, it can tear your paper. Okay, so we're just going to center that in the front. Yeah, it's the front. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so that's centered down in the front, and then we're going to put down the little flowers with glue dots. I'm just sticking a glue dot in the middle of each one of them, and trying to just randomly place them on here. Two more. Where am I missing one? Oh, maybe there was just 5. I don't know why I thought there was 6. Was there 6? Let me see. There is 6. In the picture, there's 6. There's another one right here. I bet there's a little one that's already punched out that's somewhere around here, and I've like totally misplaced it somewhere. Okay. So let's get these on. I'm just going to put the dimensionals on first, and then put these little pieces on next, because I still have twine that I need to put down. That way those are kind of off to the side and ready for me to put on last. Okay, just get it to the top. We're almost done, you guys. Okay, so now I have my little 3 strawberries. We'll go ahead and put this one down. Get this one out of the way. I'll just use one. And that totally covers that one up. Let me do this. I'm going to pull this down a little bit more. There we go. That way that one's just kind of peeking out from underneath. So that one's on there. Now I do have, where'd it go? I had a piece that was already cut. Here we go. Of linen thread. And I'm just going to take 2 pieces. I'm going to put a glue dot on the edge of one of the pieces. And then I'm going to put him back here. Okay. And then let me put this one down first. We'll do that. We'll do that one. Okay, and then we'll put the middle one down. Right here. And then with the other piece that's left, we'll put a glue dot on the back of this one. And stick at the bottom right there. We're going to trim that. Okay, and let's go ahead and put him down so that we can get the rest of this finished. Okay, we're going to trim this. It's kind of too long. It is too long. I can grab it. Okay, and we're just going to make a little curly key. I'm only going to do one. Where's my glue go? I used the multi-purpose glue in order to put this down. So let me put some right here. I'm out of glue. I'm out of glue. Hold on. Somewhere I have some more glue around here. Let's try this one. I bet this one's out too. Yeah, that one's out too. All right, guys. We'll just open up a new one. There we go. And then hopefully I won't press too hard and get too much out. There we go. Okay, so when I do the little loops on here, I'm just going to take, it's naturally wanting to curl. I'm just taking it and naturally giving it a little curl and just pressing down on that little loop so all that glue will come together and it'll help dry in that position. Now if you wanted to take the time to do another loop, like on the first card I did do 2 loops, but on this one, just to save some time, I'm just going to do 1. That'll eventually stick, and do the same thing up at the top. Just dab a little glue and then do your loop however you want to do your loop. I'm trying to do the loop this way. Well, y'all can't see what I'm doing, but there we go. And you're going to get glue on your fingers. My fingers are real sticky right now where I've been touching this glue, but you want it all to mesh. That helps hold that piece of linen thread down. And if you want, you can always trim off any piece that might be sticking up too much, unless you want to put some glue down on the end to help hold those down. Okay. Get that out of the way. And then I did do, let's put the little ladybug on. I don't know why I threw those over there. I need them. I used a couple of glue dots on the back of my ladybug. We have little ladybug trinkets. And so I'm going to put a little ladybug right there. And then I did do an envelope. I wasn't crazy about it, but I went ahead and did an envelope that sort of coordinates with it. So that was what I did, and that's what we just put together. So let me bring everything back out. So we have that one. We have that one. We have this one. There is a coordinating envelope around here somewhere. And then we also have, move that out of the way. We also have the box. Bring that down a little bit. So there you have it. This is what is going to be February's, not only the monthly class, but the free kit in the mail for the month of February. What do you think? Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Cindy. And there's other options too. I mean, if you don't want to come to the class or can't, but you want it to go, the kit is also available to go. But you can also get it free when you come take the class and your order, you know, you come pay the live class fee. You can also get the kit and then also the tutorials as well. But if you just want the tutorials, those will be available as well. Okay? So thank you guys for joining me this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the cards. Really cute. Don't forget, it uses the strawberry bundle that's in the catalog, but it also uses the Berry Blessings bundle that you can get for free during celebration. So there's all the coordinating papers as well. And you can get this bundle right here for free with a $100 purchase. So if you've been eyeing that and you already have a wish list that's around $100, you can either get the bundle for free or you can join and still get the bundle for free on your first order. Whichever you want to do, it's completely up to you. Just let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. But you guys have a fabulous rest of your Sunday afternoon. And we will see you either Wednesday night if you want to join me for layouts, or we'll see you next Sunday at 3 p.m. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.